Hey, hi, it's Hemp Meadows. Welcome to Experiencing God with Hemp Meadows. I'm your host, Hemp Meadows. We're going through this book called The First Hour. It's a phenomenal book. I'm so glad to be able to share it with you. It's a book that'll change your life if you take the time to read it. And the time to read it only takes 1 hour. What would it be like if you were just to take the first hour of your day and give it to God? What would that look like? Well, He's got it all laid out in here for you, and it really works like a charm. So, what time do you generally wake up in the morning? Write that down. Now, in order to be able to incorporate this first hour, you might have to get up an hour earlier. I don't know. But you do. So, what is the time that you'd like to get up in order to be able to accommodate 1 hour with God? That's all it takes. Okay? You can give an hour now, particularly if you know how to use it. That's what I'm going to share with you right here. How about 30 minutes in morning prayers? If you spent 30 minutes praying with God, talking with God, meditating on God, thinking about God, thinking godly thoughts, can you imagine? In 1 hour, what would that be like? But you only have to spend 30 minutes. How about that? Because the other 30 minutes is going to be in doing what? Reading the Bible. So he's got that broken out for you so you can figure out how to do that very easily. 30 minutes reading the Bible. How about 5 minutes reading a chapter of Proverbs? Yeah, he's got a chapter of Proverbs for every day. There's 30 chapters and there's 30 days, so it matches up perfectly. It's kind of like a God thing. So 5 minutes reading Proverbs, and then 20 minutes reading the New Testament. Now, he tells me that if you just spent 20 minutes reading the New Testament, in 30 days, you would read the entire New Testament. Isn't that incredible? So you could read the book of Proverbs and the entire New Testament in 30 days if you were to do this system of 5 minutes on Proverbs and 20 minutes on the New Testament. Okay, so right there, you're going great. You've got 30 minutes of prayer, 30 minutes of reading the Bible. Yeah, but you've only done 5 minutes of Proverbs and 20 minutes of the New Testament. That's only 25 minutes, so you still got plenty of time left. 5 minutes. What are you going to do with that 5 minutes? Here's the cool thing. Pause and reflect. Think about what the last 55 minutes has been like and see if God speaks to you. He probably will. If you meditate and just think about Him, I'm telling you what, guys, if you just do this on a daily basis, the first day you do it, it will freak you out and blow your mind. You'll have an incredible experience with God. And when you do that, it'll change your life. So he's got 7 little steps to take. Wake up. That's number 1. Number 2 is morning prayers, 30 minutes. And I've got prayers. He's got 18 prayers here you can pray. They're really, really great. It covers everything. And then reading the Bible for 30 minutes, as I described, with the system there. And then how about this? Working out for 15 minutes. Can you do it? I don't know if you can or not. Some of you can't. 15 minutes? It might seem like an hour for you. I know when I was going to try to walk for an hour, I could only do it for 45 minutes. It was really wild. I wasn't in the shape I thought I was, okay? But there's when you do stuff like this is when you find out the truth. And then you find out, can you handle the truth? So you work out for 15 minutes. Now, if you just worked out for 15 minutes and you're not used to working out, think about the compounding effect over 30 days of just 15 minutes of working out. Even if it was just simple walking or calisthenics, stretching, doing something like that, doing a little bit of that every day. How about that? Return home. Try to return home at about the same time every day because you've got some time that you've got to spend with your kids and with your wife. Now, he's got that broken out here too. If you've got kids, spend 30 minutes with them. How about that? 30 minutes? I mean, of actual being with them time. Not hanging out with them on the phone, but I mean actually being with them. And then here's the clincher. You're going to love this. Spend an hour with your wife. It's not easy. I know. I mean, an hour? Wow. Okay, it's You got to do it. That's what you got to do, and you'll learn to love it. I guarantee it. After a couple of days, your time with your wife. Now, here's the other one. Here's the big one. Now, this is really going to freak you out. Can you pray a bedtime prayer with your wife? I bet you can't do it. I couldn't do it either. I wasn't used to praying with my wife. I have what I would consider to be a pretty good prayer life, but I wasn't praying with my wife. And I remember when I started to pray for my wife, that was a big deal. I wasn't even praying for her. I was praying for the world and for myself mostly. But when I started praying for her, things really, really changed because, guys, the Holy Spirit will speak to your heart. He will give you, if you ask, a revelation, a realization on a different level than you've got right now by spending time with Him and talking with Him directly, and then spending that last 5 minutes of listening to God. That's 1 hour. 1 hour. That's the system here. There's so much more depth to go into about this book, but I just want to keep sharing it with you. The first copy's free at thefirsthour.com. Get it, use it. It will change your life. It changed mine, and it's my pleasure to be able to share it with you on this incredible podcast. So, hey, we do this on a daily basis, whether you like it or not. So I'll talk to you later, okay? Thanks so much. Bye-bye for now.